Good evening, you're watching Hornbill TV's Northeast Express. A curfew has been imposed in Roing town of Lower Debang Valley in Arunachal Pradesh after a teenager was dragged out of a police station and lynched for allegedly sexually assaulting minor girls. The situation in Roing is tense but under control, the police resources said. Amid the tensions, companies of the additional security forces have been deployed in Roing town. Arunachal Pradesh Home Minister Mama Natung is in constant touch with the administration and the police officials, sources said. School authorities will also come under the ambit of investigation. This comes after Friday's incident when a teenager, a migrant worker from Assam who used to work in Roing town, was lynched to death by an enraged mob. The boy allegedly used to take advantage of lax security to enter the hostel building of a Mount Carmel school late evening and molest and rape girls aged between 6 and 8. The incident came to light after parents took their daughters to hospital following complaints of abdominal pain. One of the parents filed a complaint and the first information report (FIR) was registered under the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act, Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act, after which the accused was arrested on Thursday night. The Golpara District Administration on Saturday morning launched a massive eviction drive in Paikan Reserve Forest, targeting illegal settlements across over 140 hectares of encroached land. The operation is aimed at mitigating the rising human-elephant conflict in the region and restoring the ecological integrity of the reserve. The eviction is being carried out in two major encroached zones, Bityapara and Bitbari, under the Krishnai range of Paikan Reserve Forest, where hundreds of families have reportedly been residing unlawfully for years. In anticipation of the operation, joint teams from the Forest Department and Assam Police have conducted intensive groundwork, including surveys and security assessments. The drive is underway with the deployment of large number of police personnel, bulldozers, excavators and senior administrative officials to ensure a smooth and non-violent execution. According to the Golpara Divisional Forest Officer Tejas Maiswamy, the eviction is part of the high priority conservation campaign. He further informed that nearly 2,700 structures home to approximately 1,080 families are being dismantled. Prior eviction notices had been served in December last year and again in June, giving occupants a one-month deadline to vacate the area. The administration has reiterated its commitment to continue such operations until all encroachments across reserve forest areas in Golpara district are cleared.
Today, the eviction operation is going on in Paikan Reserve Forest. So we are clearing almost 140 hectare of encroachment in the reserve forest. So the operation started today. Around 40 JCBs are engaged here, so that we can complete the entire eviction operation by tomorrow, by today or max by tomorrow itself. And almost around 2,700 structures were here of around 1,080 families. So more or less we had given notice in this last December also, and again last month also. We have specifically given them 1 month time, a specific date by when they should vacate. 1,080 families, and total structure wise around 2,700 structures. So that is being people have also cleared. Now we are just raising to the ground all the existing structures so that the forest area can be revived. Currently in Golpara district, the human-elephant conflict is one of the highest in the country. So we had received a direction from Honorable High Court, Guwahati High Court, that all forest areas in Golpara district should be cleared of all encroachments. So already based on that direction, till date we have removed 790 hectares of encroachment, and this is including this 140 hectares. So likewise we will be taking more operations so that all RF areas are cleared of all encroachment.
The massive eviction drive carried out by Golpara District Administration in Assam on Saturday morning in the reserve forest faced political resistance. An 8-member team of AIUDF MLAs led by MLA Rakiful Islam attempted to reach the eviction site but were stopped by police. Denied access, they staged a protest and raised anti-government slogans at the barricades. Member of the Aam Aadmi Party (APP) also staged a protest at the site's entrance, expressing solidarity with the evicted families and condemning the administration's actions. In a tragic development, a man from from one of the evicted families, Fazal Haq, 28 of Narsinpur, reportedly attempted suicide at his home. He was rescued by his daughter while consuming poison and is currently critical condition. Speaking to the media, AIUDF MLA Rakif Islam questioned the legitimacy of the eviction, citing historical records and local infrastructure as evidence that the area was not forest land. Stating that this Ashtubul village, he claimed that he has the 1951 NRC showing names of this very place. He also claimed that the actual forest is further away. The administration, however, maintains that the area is part of legally notified by Khan Reserve Forest and has been encroached over the years, distributing the local ecosystem and increasing the risk of wildlife conflicts. The eviction operation is expected to conclude by the end of the day.
Go back! Go back! Go back! More for no enough in Puni. Go back! Go back!
Hitler! BJP go back!
Go back! Go back! जो 1951 में एनआरसी बना था आसाम में, मैं आप लोगों को दिखा रहा हूँ, ये दिस इज आशुडुबी विलेज अंग्रेजी में लिखा हुआ है, बाकी आसामी में लिखा हुआ है। ये मोतियर रहमान, मकबुल हुसैन, तोयमन खातून, फुलजन नेसा, ये लोगों का नाम 1951 में एनआरसी है। आशुडुबी विलेज जहाँ आज ये बुलडूज कर रहे हैं, उसी विलेज का एनआरसी है। हालांकि ये फॉरेस्ट लैंड नहीं है, फॉरेस्ट यहाँ से दूर है, पाइकान बोलता है, वहाँ फॉरेस्ट है। आप लोग देख रहे हैं ये स्टेट रोड है, इधर मेघालय है, ये आसाम है। आसाम मेघालय कनेक्टिविटी स्टेट रोड, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का तार आप देख रहे हैं, इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन हो गया है। फॉरेस्ट के ऊपर इस तरह स्टेट हाईवे पक्का रोड नहीं हुआ करता, फॉरेस्ट के ऊपर से इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन नहीं होता। यहाँ एक कॉलेज है, सामने प्राइमरी स्कूल है, फॉरेस्ट में स्कूल नहीं होता सरकारी। इसका मतलब ये विलेज फॉरेस्ट है ही नहीं। 1950 से यहाँ से लोग रह रहे हैं और आज तक यहाँ लोग हैं।
The Silchar Lumding Broad Gauge Rupayan Sarangam Committee, advocating for broad gauge railway lines in Barak Valley since 2009, submitted a memorandum to the Union Minister of Railways through the Silchar Railway Station manager on Saturday. The memorandum demanded the establishment of a second rail route from Chandranathpur to Lanka in Hojai district to address the recurring disruptions caused by monsoons, which severely impact rail connectivity to Tripura, Mizoram, Manipur and 3 districts of Barak Valley. The committee also staged a protest outside Silchar railway station, highlighting the urgent need for an alternative rail line. Ajoy Roy, the committee's convener, noted that the Ministry of Railways sanctioned a survey for the Chandranathpur-Lanka route in 2022, but the survey results remain unpublished. Roy emphasized the critical need for this route as landslides frequently disrupt the existing Lumding-Silchar railway line, a vital lifeline for the region. Following the submission of the memorandum, Kachar police arrested several committee members for holding an unauthorized protest rally outside the railway station. The arrests have sparked local debate, with supporters arguing the committee's cause is critical for the regional connectivity, while authorities maintain that protests require prior permission.
খোলার পর 5 দিন রাস্তায় অপেক্ষা করার পর গতকালকে দুপুরবেলা বাড়িতে ফিরে এসেছে। প্রতিজনের বয়স 14-15। চন্দ্রনাথপুর লঙ্কা দ্বিতীয় রেলপথ চালু করতে হবে। এই দাবিতে সমস্ত উপত্যকার মানুষ এক হন। চন্দ্রনাথপুর লঙ্কা দ্বিতীয় রেলপথ
আপোনালোকে এইটো অৱগত আছে যে আমাৰ বৰ্তমান যে বৰাইল হিলছৰ ওপৰত যে ৰেল ট্ৰেকটো আছে, প্ৰতি বছৰ এই বৰষুণৰ টাইমত বাৰ লেণ্ডশ্লাইডৰ কাৰণে বন্ধ হৈ যায় এবং বৰাক উপত্যকা সহ পাৰ্শ্বৱৰ্তী যিবিলাক ৰাজ্য আছে, নাগালেণ্ড, মণিপুৰ, ত্ৰিপুৰা, আমি বিচ্ছিন্ন হৈ পৰোঁ। নট এই বিচ্ছিন্ন হওয়ার কারণে আমার ইয়াতে মূল্যবৃদ্ধি ঘটি যায় আৰু নানা কারণে আমার ইয়ার যে মানুষজন আছে আমি নানা সমস্যার সম্মুখীন হওঁ এই পাহাড়ৰ ওপৰৰ যে ট্ৰেকটো আছে এই ট্ৰেকৰ কামৰ সময়ত ব্ৰডগেজ ৰূপায়ণ সংগ্ৰাম কমিটি বহুবাৰ এই পাহাৰত ভিজিট কৰিছে আমি টাইম টু টাইম এই মাটিৰ যে কণ্ডিশ্যন এই কণ্ডিশ্যন লগতে কামৰ গুণগত মান ঠিক হয় নাই বুলি আমি ৰেল মন্ত্ৰকৰ সন্মুখত আনিছোঁ কিন্তু তেতিয়া এওঁলোকে সেইটো তিমানখিনি নজৰত লোৱা নাই আমি তেতিয়াই গম পাইছিলোঁ যে এনেকুৱা এটা বিপৰ্যয় হৈ থাকিব তার পাছত 2015 সালত যেতিয়া ব্রডগেজটো আরম্ভ হল তার পাছতে 2016 সালৰ 9 ফেব্ৰুৱাৰী আমি হাইলাকান্দিত এটা কনভেনশন কৰিলো তাৰ পৰাই আমি দ্বিতীয় ৰেলপথৰ দাবীটো উত্থাপন কৰিছিলো মাজতে শুনিছো যে এইটোৰ কাৰণে ৰেল কৰ্তৃপক্ষ আগবাঢ়ি আহিব কিন্তু লাষ্টত আমি গম পালো 2022 সালত এওঁলোকে স্বীকাৰ কৰিলে বা গম পালে ৰেল কৰ্তৃপক্ষ যে এটা দ্বিতীয় ৰেলপথ লাগে কাৰণ বৰ্তমান ৰেলপথৰ লগতে কোনো সেকেন্ড ডাবল ৰুট কৰা নাযায় এই প্ৰেক্ষিতত দ্বিতীয় ৰেলপথ যেটো চন্দ্ৰনাথপুৰ লংকা এই দাবীটো এওঁলোকে গম পালে কিন্তু 22ত সেইটো আৰম্ভ হোৱাৰ পাছতো এওঁলোকে এতিয়াও সাৰ্ভে ওলোৱা নাই ডিপিআৰ হোৱা নাই টেন্ডাৰ হোৱা নাই কাম আৰম্ভ হোৱা নাই পৰিপ্ৰেক্ষিতত ব্ৰডগেজ ৰূপায়ণ কমিটি যোৱা 15 ফেব্ৰুৱাৰীত গান্ধীবাগত এটা গণসমাবেশ কৰিলে উপত্যকাৰ 3 জেলাৰ মানুহজন লৈ তাৰ পাছতে আমি ৰেল মন্ত্ৰীক একটা মেমোৰেন্ডাম দিলো 6 মাৰ্চত আমি যন্তৰ মন্তৰৰ এটা ধৰ্ণা দিলো তাৰ পাছত মিছন ৰঞ্জন দাসৰ লগত মিলি আমি ৰেল মন্ত্ৰীৰ ওচৰত মেমোৰেন্ডাম পঠালো আমি গম পালো এতিয়াও একক মানে ৰিপৰ্ট পোৱা নাই ইতিমধ্যে মোপাতে আপোনালোকে গম পাইছে যে ল্যান্ডস্লাইডটো হল আকৌ এনেকুৱা এটা বিপৰ্যয় অৱস্থা হৈছে পৰিপ্ৰেক্ষিতত ব্ৰডগেজ ৰূপায়ণ সংগ্ৰাম কমিটিৰ ওপৰত মানুহ এই উপত্যকাৰ মানুহ যে আস্থাৰ কাৰণে অনবৰত ফোন আহিছে যে আপোনালোকে আকৌ এটা কিবা কৰক সেই কাৰণে আজি আমি আকৌ আন্দোলনৰ প্ৰথম আৰু এটা ষ্টেপৰ কাৰণে ইয়াতে বিক্ষোভৰ আমি ব্যৱস্থা কৰিলো এতিয়া এই বিক্ষোভৰ পাছত আমি এটা মেমোৰেন্ডাম ৰেল মন্ত্ৰকৰ কাষত পঠামো এই সুপাৰিনটেণ্ডেণ্ট মাহদিয়া
In the routine security operation, police detained 2 Bangladeshi nationals from Baflang under the jurisdiction of Baijalbari police station under Korwal district of Tripura on Friday evening. The duo was apprehended at Naka checkpoint on the national highway connecting Kowai and Mohanpur. According to the police sources, an auto rickshaw carrying passengers was traveling towards Kowai via Baijalbari around evening hours. During a routine check, the officers on duty at the Naka point in Baflang, the vehicle was stopped. On questioning, the 2 passengers admitted that they were Bangladeshi nationals and were traveling to Mohanpur to Kowai. Following their admission, the police detained the 2 for further verification and interrogation at Baijalbari police station. The detainees have identified as Kokong Sarkar and Anik Sarkar. The police are currently investigating the route of entry into India and the purpose for their visit. Further legal action will be taken based on the outcome of the inquiry. This incident once again highlights the ongoing challenges faced by the border areas in preventing illegal infiltration.
Tini nakawa ani sub inspector Monojit Devarma tongani naka seeking khlaipuro auto gari kaisa TR06 3651 gari nakawa bathagriwi check khaipuro aro charai khorognoi ojesem tabuk tubnaya charai khorognoi no gari bising mangkha bumung rok sungka ke borok kisar gawar doi bungrok kahangke chaimalia para singjapuro ke borok kahangke chaimalia aburkai ani officer kahangke no borno nokhariwi sungma pore borok saka kaisa ke khokon sarkar tai kaisa ke onik sarkar sing sawo kaisa to Silet district ni tai kaisa to Brahmanbaria district ni ke borno oro bag rok naifuro mobile rok mangkha tai Bangladesh ni rang 1000 borno oro mangkha ke jehetu borok saisemalia ke jung মোটামুটি বড় বাংলাদেশ নিনো রমিত কথা তবে থানা অত বুঝা বাদ বাকি প্রসেসিং जों जोंनि जे अफिशियल प्रसिडियर दंमाने जों आवगायखिनि खायनाय
In a major legal development, the District and Session Court of Agartala on Friday granted bail to Mohammad Kharul Islam and Mohammad Nazrul Mia, the father and the brother of Youth Congress activist Mohammad Sajan Islam. The two had been in judicial custody for nearly a month following their arrest in connection with a case that the opposition has described as political motivated. The court's decision came after repeated appeals were made challenging the basis of their arrest and continued detention. Senior advocate Piyush Biswas, who represented the two accused in the court, informed the media that they had been granted bail on the condition of furnishing bail bonds supported by the two government employees for each of them. The controversy around the case continues to grow as Mohammad Sajan Islam, the Youth Congress activist and the prime accused, remains at large. The arrest had sparked criticism from several quarters, including the opposition, which alleged that the charges were fabricated to harass political opponents.
আজকে ওর মা ওর ভাইয়ের বেল ছিল সেশনস করে কোর্ট নাম্বার 2 বেলের শুনানি হয়েছে আমাদের আর্গুমেন্ট ছিল যে এরা কমপ্লিটলি ইনোসেন্ট এটা একটা এক্সাম্পল অফ টেরোরিজম ওই দিন যে ইনফরমেন্ট তার দলবল নিয়ে তাদের বাড়িতে ঢুকে তার মা বাবা ভাইয়ের বউ এবং বাচ্চা সবাইকে মারধর করেছে সমস্ত জিনিসপত্র ভেঙে বাড়িতেও দামি জিনিসপত্র সব ভেঙে ফেলেছে ওদেরকে মারধর করেছে এবং দেখা যায় ওরাই মার খেয়েছে আবার ওদেরকে অ্যারেস্ট করে নিয়ে গেল কারণ এই ঘটনা যখন ঘটে ওদের বক্তব্য হলো ইনফরমেন্টের বক্তব্য হলো যে আমি
The National Investigation Agency (NIA) on Friday filed a charge sheet against the 5 individuals in connection with a case involving the seizure of a large cache of prohibited arms and ammunition in Mizoram. The weapons were allegedly meant for supply to the United People's Democratic Fund (UPDF), a militant group based in Chittagong region of Bangladesh. The accused have been identified as Lal Baikachunga alias David, Lal Tuajiva alias Tauma, Malswama alias Malswama, Lojing, Rualialang Sangha alias Sangha, and Alok Bikas Chakma. The charge sheet was filed before a special court in Aizawl. The case was initially registered by the Mizoram police on January 15, 2025. The NIA assumed control of the two cases 2 months later and covered a wider criminal conspiracy involving the supply of arms and ammunition to the UPDF. The cache was recovered from Saitan village in Mizoram's Mamit district, seized items including 6 AK-47 rifles, 13 magazines and 10,050 rounds of ammunition. The NIA said the investigation revealed that the arms were intended to bolster the capabilities of the UPDF's armed cadres in Bangladesh. Further investigations are currently underway to trace additional links in the cross-border smuggling network. A rhino was spotted in Dimau, about 150 kilometers from Kaziranga National Park, displaying aggressive behavior and charging at motorbikes. This reflects a growing trend of rhinos venturing beyond Kaziranga's core areas, driven by rising populations and habitat shifts. While the increase in the rhino numbers is a conservation success, their movement into human-dominated areas raise safety concerns and highlights the need for the better wildlife corridors and public awareness to prevent conflict. That's all for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.